Hey everybody. Hey everybody out there. Hey everybody here. Welcome to our Wednesday night Wisdom Share Sacred Practices. We're glad you're all here tonight. We're excited to have Reverend Eunice doing the oracles this evening. Can't wait to hear all about it. And we're going to have a very interactive evening tonight. We're going to kind of go around to the different tables. We have a special camera set up tonight where we're going to actually, anyone online can actually see what's going on. And you'll be able to interact tonight with the oracles. We're going to let you pick a card. We'll pick the card for you, but you'll actually be in the process. You can communicate with us this evening through the chat online on Facebook, right? Is it Facebook, just Facebook? Yeah. That's right. Okay, on Facebook you can just chat if you want to participate in that part of the evening where we're actually going to be picking the cards. So, so we're looking forward to that. So, I'd like to make a few announcements for next month. Next month is already next week, so October begins. And the first Wednesday, we're going to have Emmanuel Snyder's coming back, and he's going to be doing this really cool thing he did with me once around healing, forgiveness, and cutting the cord. Real powerful. Cutting the cord of these old relationships, old people that just are no longer, they're kind of hanging on in some way. Energetically, he's going to do like some energy work around that, and he's got this really kind of cool mystical way of doing it, so I'm really excited about it. He did some of that work with me, and it really, really helped. There was a couple people in my life that I was having a difficulty with, kind of like saying, okay, that's over, I was kind of clingy, like, Mark, it's time to let that go, and it was just very beautifully done. So he's going to do that the first Wednesday. The second Wednesday, I'm going to do the Wisdom Share, and it's going to be on following your soul purpose. And I have a number of elements to that and practices that it's a continual thing. We just don't do it once and we're done. So it's about continuing to follow that path of the soul calling. So that's what the second Wednesday is going to be about. Third Wednesday is going to be Peter Bedard's going to be back, and he's going to be sharing on pain again. It was very well received. A lot of people who are, healing. I know Richard shared that he had an amazing experience through that communication with the pain. And basically, Peter's done a lot of healing work when it comes to his own personal pain and then healing that pain on a number of levels, physical, mental, emotional. And so that's what he's going to be sharing again. And he's basically talking about embracing your pain, lovingly embracing your pain. Physical, emotional, and spiritual, and harnessing the healing it has to offer you. So it's communing with these discomforts, these pains that we have. And so he has a quote that says, "The cure for the pain is the pain." Right? And I think it's about that deep listening, So he has a 10-point process through his book that he has written called Convergence Healing. So he'll be really creating that space for us to really take that to another level. He shared last month. He's going to be sharing this like a part 2, but it stands on its own. The fourth Wednesday of next month is going to be the one and only Jeff Kingfisher, standing behind the booth over here. And he's going to, he always does an amazing job of helping us understand how music and sound, healing, vibrations, all that stuff work together. He's going to be delving into something about listening, dropping into the silence. And he shared something with me a while ago. I don't know if he's going to be doing this or not. I'm just going to ad-lib here. But he shared about something about the silence between the space between the notes. But he's going to be sharing some music, and then he's going to be dropping into giving us some time to actually be in complete silence for a period of time. And it's very powerful. So he has worked with Gurvech. I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Huh? The teachings of Gurdjieff. Yeah, Gurdjieff. It's phenomenal. It's a very ancient understanding and wisdom. So we're looking for that for the fourth Wednesday. So again, thank you for coming tonight. I'm really excited for Eunice, and I just want to put a little shout out for sharing. We're so grateful for your support here at our Spiritual Center. We support the Spiritual Center all based on our loving donations, so we really appreciate anything you can share and offer. We have a text to give online, and yeah, he's got it up there. And if you'd like to text to give here, if you didn't bring cash, you'd like to text to give or something, you could actually do that, and the information's on the little table there, so you can text to give there. So thank you so much for all your generous donations. Let's see, any other announcements? No, that I could think of? No? Okay. Well, let's start. Let's do, we'll create a little space now just to stop everything, be present. Just a few minutes of dropping into the silence of that inner sanctuary of our own heart. As we create that space now, individually and collectively, as we create this sacred space, to open up to that infinite wisdom that's already within us. So as we create the space now just to quiet and still our mind, take a few conscious breaths. And so wherever you are in this moment, just noticing the rise and the fall of the body with each breath, as we just allow ourselves now to be fully present in this moment, this breath, in the here and the now. Let all the busyness go, anything that may have been bothering you today or recently, anything that's on your mind, anything you think you need to take care of or figure out. We're just going to let all that go right now. As we create and co-create a sacred space for us to open up to that wisdom, the wisdom of our heart, the wisdom of the oracles, and so we can listen from this pure place that's at the center of who we are. And so as we quiet and still the mind and align in this vibration of peace, we are now open and receptive to receive and to hear what our soul needs to hear this evening. I know that each one is here tonight on purpose. Each one is here to hear exactly what we need to hear and to know for our own spiritual journey. And so we give great thanks for this sacred time together this evening. As we throw the doors wide open to that infinite wisdom, and we move through the oracles, Reverend Eunice is going to take us on a little journey and show and introduce us to the different oracles. And so I invite you to bring your attention back to your body sitting here. Breathing this breath right here, right now. As we bring our attention back to the space of the room, back to wherever you are, back to each other. As we move into the next part of our evening, which is the Wisdom Share and Sacred Practice by Reverend Eunice. So you want to come up and share where we want to go with this? And I'm going to go get the camera. All right.
The roving reporter.
Yeah, it'll be like it could be a whole new niche for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening. So glad to be with you. Haven't done a wisdom share for probably about a year, or no, longer than that, since before the pandemic. So it's good to be here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming out. Tonight we're going to play. It's all about playing. I think when we're in that consciousness of joy and play, it's the quickest way into our connection with the divine. You know, most of us approach spirituality so seriously, and we forget that God is joyous and pure love and giggles and laughter and everything. And so tonight's going to be about opening up in a new way. So I'm going to just say a couple of words of introduction, and then we're actually going to dive into it. And the first thing I want to really mention is that oracles have been in existence since almost the beginning of mankind. There's always been some soothsayer or way shower that would assist people in a tool so that they could catch a deeper meaning. Some are more primitive than other technology, but we've always had that desire to say, what does this mean? The tendency, and this is the big thing to always remember, the tendency is that we always want to place our power into the oracle itself. And that's not where it belongs. Oracles are just a fun, playful tool that allows us and assists us and supports us into tapping in to infinite wisdom and guidance and clarity and understanding. Because in our teaching, we believe that wisdom and clarity and guidance all are qualities of the divine, and God is omnipresent and omniactive, meaning omnipresent in every spot and every moment, and therefore God is right within. Omniactive means that we're always in a place of revelation. So here's the deal. Oracles are there just to assist us in tapping into our own understanding, our own meaning, our own interpretation, and always maintain that it's really the meaning you provide that makes it valuable. It's not what the oracle says to you. So we don't say, oh, great oracle, tell me what I can do with my life. We just say, right now, is there guidance that I want to become aware of? And so it's like the oracle is a tool that slices this infinite wisdom in such a way that in this moment in time, we get to then read something that will allow us to discern a deeper meaning and understanding. And so it's always important to maintain the power that my meaning, my understanding, that's where it's at. That's the pearl of great price. That's really what we're after. There's no thing and nothing and no person that's ever going to tell us or fix us or do anything to us. It's all about us saying, how do I want to see this? How am I going to use this? What meaning can I discern in this moment in time? Also, we could get the same reading. For example, some of you have oracles at home. I don't know, medicine cards or tarot cards or whatever. And we might do the same exact spread or an I Ching. I didn't bring my I Ching. I used to do I Chings all the time. And we would do a spread or a casting or a throw with the I Ching. And it may come up the exact setting, you know, and I used to use pennies, 2 heads and 1 tail, and then you look up what the meaning of that is. But if I do the same setting, same casting this day, it will be, I will see it in a totally different way than I had a year ago with that exact same casting. Does this make sense? Because I'm in a different place. I'm going to attribute a different insight, a different meaning to that exact same casting. It will take on a whole different texture and flavor and meaning to me because of what I am seeing through, the belief system, the understanding, the insight that I'm seeing through to interpret that reading at that moment. So it's all about where you are in consciousness, moment to moment. So I want us to keep that in mind when we play with the oracles. And so what I'm going to do, because we have a roving reporter, River Mark, who has Jeff's wonderful video camera, and he's going to follow me, and we're going to go from table to table. I brought, I like to collect them because they're kind of fun to play with. We have 5 stations. And so I'm going to go from station to station, and I'll explain the oracle. And you're welcome to use it. I see someone has brought their own. They can use their own if they would like. But here's the question I think we could all ask and get meeting. What guidance is available to me about my life right now. And if you want to be more specific, what guidance about whatever, my relationship, my health, my finances, whatever you want to use, you can tap into that. But just open up and say, what is the guidance? What is the understanding that I'm hungering for right now? And then you'll read what the meaning is when you take the whatever. They each have a different way of doing it, and I'll explain it. And then I would ask you to then kind of take quick notes about what the reading says, and then sit down and savor it and just be with it and see what is bubbling up into your conscious awareness in terms of understanding and interpretation, and then journal a little bit about that. So right now, while we're getting our positions, I would invite those online and those present. We have some paper and we have some pens if you'd like to get a tablet so you can jot down.
Do you want to remind anyone who might be online now, maybe came on late, that they can just chat and chat?
Okay, thank you. You can, when you are online, those of you who are online, as I go from station to station explaining what that oracle is, take note of what you would like to choose to discern tonight through that oracle. And Mark and I, will be your hands. And we will read the oracle, we'll see what the meaning or the oracle says, and then you can just jot down notes and give your own understanding. So you can communicate with Mark and I through the chat feature, and Jeff is going to be reading and telling us the chats as you write them down. At the end of the night, when we've played with a couple of these oracles, we'll all come back into the room, and then we can share about any insights, any revelations, any ahas, and in general, what this experience was like. And we'll end tonight with the sharing. I invite you online to use the chat feature once again to just chat what your response is. Also, when you are savoring the meaning and the understanding, when we go into our sharing at the end of the evening, you can share what you personally got from something, or just in general what you experienced in doing this. I think it will work. We'll find out. We're all going to play with it.
And they can come along if you guys want to watch.
Yeah, everybody here can watch me go from station to station, and then go to the oracle you want to do, and on chat, say your name and what oracle you want. So the choices I'm going to go over with you, we have Reiki cards. I have Sacred Path cards, which is the traditional Native American type of oracle. I have Mother Peace cards, which are a version of a tarot card. I have a new card that I just picked up, which is kind of fun. It's kind of a combination of angel cards, messages from angels and wise warriors or ancient people, and then archetypes. So that's just a one card draw. And then I have what is called a whack pack. And that's a card for creativity, which is a quick oracle. You can just select a card, and that's the creativity that you are seeking to express right now in your life. Okay, so here we go. Mark and I are going to go to the first oracle, which will be the Reiki. Okay, we're going to, and everyone will just go from station to station. I'll explain how you do. This is a Reiki deck, and we'll just do a very simple reading on this one by shuffling the cards. Hold them in your hand, take a breath, and then just select one card. And then read it, what the meaning is in the little text book. This card will provide a guidance. Oh, I'm sorry, this is 2 cards, not just one. Lay the 2 cards face down, one to the left and the second to the right. The one on the left will be a general answer, while the card on the right will be more specific. So, those of you online, if this is the oracle you choose, I will breathe for you, shuffle it, and then I'll draw a card for you, 2 cards for you, and then we'll read the quick comments from the Reiki book. Okay, so that's oracle number 1. Oracle number 2, this may be a little bit more complicated for those online, so, but we could still do it. I'm open. This is the traditional Sacred Path cards, and we're just doing the 4 card, the 4 direction spread. And the east represents the spiritual door you're now opening in your life. The south expresses where your faith should be placed or where a loss of faith has caused you to feel weaker. The west card represents how to find the inward answers that introspection brings. And the 4th card is the north card, expresses the wisdom you will gain if you follow a true course and apply the knowledge of the other 3 cards. So that's the Sacred Path. There's many different, more complex readings, spreads, but we're just doing the simplest ones for tonight. This is choice number 3, which is the Mother Peace cards, and that's a version of tarot that's a 3-card spread. Card 1 is the significator, the starting point of who or what I am right now at this time of the reading. 2nd card is the atmosphere, the event, catalyst, or action that sets the stage for the reading and what's behind the reading or questions I'm asking. And card number 3 is the cross current, the lessons I'm learning, which may tell me about a skill that I need to acquire. That's the Mother Peace cards. And this is a simple reading from that deck. And then the 4th is a new deck I just got, and it's actually called Angels, Ancestors, Circle Cards Guidebook. Okay, so it's just a 1-card draw, and your categories are, you might get a sacred one, which is the ancestors and different people, or you might draw a guardian or a messenger, which is more like angel guardians or guardian angel types. The 3rd card that could come up might be a warrior symbol, which is an arrow or a drum or an eagle, that kind of thing. And the 4th is seasons. So it could be one of those 4 categories, and it'll apply special meaning. And then the 5th deck is called a whack pack. And it is a card that will give you a sign on which aspect of creativity you're called to express right now in your life. It could be you're called to fight for something, or don't force it, or what's another card here? Oh, these are just different ones. Get out of the dogma house card. Give yourself a whack on the side of the head card. There's a little statement on each one. They're fun. All righty. So right now, those online, the first come, first serve, text your name and which oracle you would like Mark and I to pull for you. And the rest of you in person, help yourself to whatever oracle, or if you want to spread yours out, we can clear off a space for you, too. Okay, I can't read that. I have to go up and look. Oh, hi, Judith Greger. Yay, Judith. Okay, you want a whack pack. Oh, that'll be easy. We'll just walk over there. Here comes Mark. Okay, Mark, I'm going to take a breath right now and shuffle the cards for Judith. You should do this. I always flip the cards all up over. Okay, Mark, I'm going to leave you off of this. Mark, draw one. Take a breath and draw one. This is for Judith Greger. All right. So your card that was drawn is Hear the Knock of Opportunity. A leading business school did a study that showed that its graduates did well at first, but in 10 years they were overtaken by a more streetwise, pragmatic group. The reason, according to the professor who ran the study, we taught them how to solve problems, not recognize opportunities. Where do you hear opportunities knocking, and how can you answer it? That's the question for Judith. That's great. You can have more than one oracle, too. If Judith wants to go for another one, that's fine, too.
Anybody else on one?
I have to get my glasses.
You could do a live one here if you guys pick one, let us know. You do one? Huh? You do one? You already pick one? Yeah, I can do the miracle one. Okay. Let us know when you're ready, and we'll, okay, you got one over here.
Oh, okay.
We got a live one over here.
We got a live one.
We got a live one.
Shuffle it the best you can. You can just mix them up.
Hold the mic up.
You can just mix them up. Because those are so big, it's hard to shuffle really large cards. Take a big deep breath and choose just the right card. What guidance are you seeking this day? This is the Angels and Ancestors deck. That's all right. Okay. So you chose the Sky Father. Trust in the unknown. Okay. So the Sky Father is under secret. Okay. Okay. Message, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is lovingly leading you forward. And then it goes into extended message. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a great power that is not only around you, but within you. And Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the road. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your own life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there is an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. If you want to be with it, you can too, and share later on.
Well, it's kind of like getting out of my own way is something I've heard before. I definitely, but I am having an issue where I am trying to make some decisions, and it's hard for me to trust what's going to happen in the future. So I've had some anxiety about the future.
That's trust that.
Yeah.
And father figure is always the wisdom within. And so, boy, that's speaking directly to you.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. At first, I didn't think it was going to be I was like, well, I don't know. But yeah, that was really cool.
Super. What did you?
I got simplify.
Oh,
Which
which
is-
simplify in a whack pack.
Whack pack,
So,
yes.
can you read what it says?
Yes, it says, the editor said, I like your book except for the ending. Author said, what's wrong with the ending? Editor said, you should be closer to the beginning. It should be closer to the beginning. What can you edit out of a current project or idea to make it better? What can you streamline? What can you simplify?
Wow. Does that speak to you?
It speaks to my whole life. I have so many interests and I'm so wanting to do everything, and sometimes it just becomes too much and it doesn't benefit me to try to do that much, so.
Simplify, simplify.
What's going on there? Closer to the mic, but not getting it. So you gotta put the mic right to your mouth.
Okay.
In the future, it's fine.
This one is hard because what I did not know with this is that when you pick these cards, there's different meanings for left, right, reversed, upright. And I just put them all upright.
Try it again? You wanna do it?
Okay, try it again then.
Well, I mean, it kind of did fit if I look
Oh,
at it. I mean,
okay,
like
then, in general, yeah,
in
that's,
general.
we're doing that. That's
Right,
very-
Priestess of Cups, which is trying to figure out what I need to do and trying to figure out what I need to do and rely upon myself and my own judgment, which was the next card, and looking at my own judgment. And then the Chariot was the last card on how to move forward. So I guess it's just really not looking outside of myself for the answers, but looking within myself to figure out where I need to go and what I need to do, not relying on somebody else.
Thank you. Boy, there's a theme, common theme. Everybody's getting the same message tonight. Oh, my gosh. Who else online wants to go to a drawing, a medicine card drawing, or another peace card? Like that was just, Lee just shared. Huh? Oh. Oh, hi, my cousin Linda. Hi, Mark and Eunice. This is Linda. Yay. When it's my turn, I'd like the Sacred Path cards, please. Okay. Please hold the camera over the instructions for a few seconds. Oh, you're going to take a screenshot. She wants you to. Yeah. Okay.
I'll do the top half first. Let's see all that. And now I'm gonna drop it down. Ask her if she got the screenshot.
Did you get the screenshot yet? Okay. So I'm going to put the mic down for a moment so I can shuffle and breathe in and then draw the cards for you, Linda.
You getting dizzy watching it on there? Am I keeping it pretty? I'm doing pretty even keel. All right, Eunice is going. Reverend Eunice is gonna. Card 1.
Card 3 and card 4. Okay, you want to take a shot?
Okay, just turn them over.
Yep, but this card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4. Okay, here's the meaning for your 4 cards. Oh, the first card expresses the spiritual door you are now opening in your life. And the card Sundance means self-sacrifice. Okay, let me see if there's anything.
This is the first card here.
Uh-huh.
Self-sacrifice.
Quickly, the Sundance card asks us to look at what needs to be sacrificed so that the sacredness of our lives may be restored. It could be that doubt or fear are trailing our dreams and need to be sacrificed so that our dreams may live. That's a powerful card. Okay, the South card, which is card 2, is War Bonnet. And it's about advancing. Let's see. Let's clear back. War Bonnet. Here we go. We're going to do the first page. The war bonnet was a symbol of a chief, a warrior, whose counsel was sought because his wisdom was recognized by the council and others. He had come to terms with his personal medicine. He had earned the right to wear the war bonnet because he knew how to advance himself through acts of bravery, advance his clan through counting coup, and advance his tribe or nation through providing for all of its members. The war-bonneted chiefs of Native American won the coup feathers in their bonnets through serving the needs of the people. Let's see how it's applied. You can, that's not the right one. Application. If the war bonnet has appeared in your cards today, it is time to advance. Don't waste energy on going backward or staying in the doldrums. You are now able to move to the next step of the sacred path. Like a war-bonneted chief, you have earned the right to learn the next set of life's mysteries. Take your medicine bundle and all the strengths it represents and charge forward. Okay, card number 3 is the pipe. Oh, the first card.
Prayer and inner peace.
From the moment the great white buffalo calf woman appeared to the Sioux Nation, the pipe has been a sacred medicine shared by the brothers and sisters of Native America as a way to pray, speak truth, and heal wounded or broken relationships. Let's see the application. Application. The pipe card speaks of inner peace that can be found through the balancing of the self. It is now time to honor both sides of your nature, male and female, and to acknowledge the eternal flame of great mystery that lives inside of you. How you influence the lives of others depends upon this balance. Inner peace can be found through prayer and the understanding of your role in the whole of creation. That's a powerful card. And the last card is the East Shield.
Illumination and clarity.
And here's the teaching. The ancient medicine man, Yellow, 3 fingers, parlayed his way into my morning silence and sat before me, carefully removing his red bandana headband. He looked deeply into my eyes. A faint smile, barely perceivable, moved across his weather-worn face. He touched my mind. His words fell like a prayer lances in the fertile earth of my memory. The Eastern Shield is the place of illumination, where ego lives. In this place you will find the golden door that leads to all other levels of awareness and understanding. The East is where Grandfather Sun greets us each morning. There are 3 pathways to the wisdom of the Eastern Shield. And the application of this is the East Shield card represents the need for clarity in some part of your life. It may also mark a time of illumination when suddenly things begin to fit together and make sense to you. If you have been confused, now is the time to ask for order in your life. Order can be restored through making lists of things to do, cleaning up your living space, or finishing old projects. When order is restored, you are then more receptive and can find clarity you need. So when you take each one of these and apply it to the meaning of the 4 directions, it will add a special meaning to you. All righty, thank you. We have time for one more. If there's anybody online that wants one more. Judith, you can do one more. Or Terry Ann. Hi, Terry Ann. Seattle, not Seattle, but Washington State. Which card do you want, Terry Ann? Reiki's book is gone now. Oh, you have it. Oh, never mind. I just want to make sure. Maybe one of these, the new cards, the Angel and Ancestors cards. Is that what you want, Terry Ann? Huh? Okay. Hey, Mark, roving reporter Mark. We're going to pull for Terry Ann, Angels and Ancestors card, the one card. All righty, here we go. We're looking at Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. That's your card. Okay, Earth Mother is, where are we? Oh, Earth Mother, right at the first one. Secret. There we go. Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. Messages, allow yourself to be cherished. Earth Mother protecting you with a shield of love and light. You may have felt extended message. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently. But you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know that Earth Mother is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that you feel loved. That's a good one, Terry Ann. Woohoo. All right, I think we'll begin to wrap up which ones you're working on, and we'll come back and just do some general sharing. Do you think that would be okay, Mark? Oh, okay.
I shuffled it.
You shuffled it, and I placed them first, this one, and then,
From the top?
yeah. And 2, and then 3. And so it matters how it's placed. Yeah, turn it over. So this one is to the left. This one is down, showing the down. This one's pointed down. So when you look up the cards, card 1, go in the order. Card 1 is number 10. Oh, it's wands. I can't read them upside down too well.
Facing left, is that what you said?
Wands to the left. 4 of wands, that's wood of wands, 10 of wands. Oops. So this one is to the left, and it's the priestess is having an all-night trance dance to raise energy for healing themselves and others. To the left, she is using some direction or holding back on energy. So the left is the significator, the starting point of who or what I am right now at this time of the reading. So there is something in your life that is holding back your energy. So that's where you are right now. Card 2 is the atmosphere, the event, catalyst, or action that sets the stage for the reading and is what's behind the reading or question I'm asking. And so card 2 is down, and it is, that's upside down. So, wait, no, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. Lovers. Lovers. it is reversed. Okay. The lovers are unable to make a choice. It's a hard time in your relationships. Perhaps there are conflicts, pain of separation, dominance issues, gender bias, or power struggles. The lovers are called to work through conditioned fantasies about romance and partnership in order to come together. So that could be in.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh. Yeah. And the general, it's a bright, get this one, a bright pink ground of self-love has flooded through the gap, sweeping aside the oppressive myths and fantasies on the Greek vases. The walls of the emperor and the, cannot see that, because but I have open, I can't, yeah, because you're in my view. Lovers merge in geometric shapes. Sudden energy reverberates in an ecstatic shudder through the sky and the sunsets above a rose arbor. The lovers know all is right with the world, for they are at peace. But since you have a reversed, called to work through conditioned fantasies about romance and partnership. Okay, and then
Kenny.
the last card is
Another.
upside down one, magician.
It's my night of the challenging cards.
The last card is the lesson I'm learning, which may tell me about a skill that I need to acquire. So the magician is performing a ritual. She puts on her leopard robe as a commitment to the pursuit of justice. She takes up the knife as a tool to conduct the lightning of the mind through her heart. In her heart, she transforms lightning into the creative fire of the torch. That could relate to your work with the environment, really. And it's reversed, so you have two reversals. Wow. The magician's potential is unable to come out right now. Self-doubt is preventing the expression of her power or individuality. If this energy is too long repressed or reversed, there is a tendency to abuse power. The magician may hurt someone and or herself. Okay, so be prepared as you walk into your next venture that you use your power accordingly.
I'm moving Saturday to LA.
Oh my gosh,
To
physically moving.
physically with somebody I've had a lot of conflict with.
Oh,
But we
wow,
love-
does this speak to
But we
you?
love each other a lot. We're going to move in together.
Oh my God.
Do you?
You might want to take this book and read it afterwards a little bit. Okay. Okay, we can do one more single. Why did they want the archetype one or the whack pack? Whack pack, okay. Carla Dunning, how are you? Okay, this is your creativity that's seeking to express through you right now. I have to put the mic down for a second. Get out of the dogma house.
You picked that one earlier.
Nothing clouds your decision-making abilities like dogma. Example, none other than Plato likes dogma. Oh, himself dictated the cycle was the perfect. I can't even read. Did I have my glasses? Can I hold it?
Yeah, just give me the mic.
Okay.
Or hold the mic. Okay, here it is. Example, none other than Plato himself dictated that the circle was the perfect form for celestial movement. And for the next 2 millennia, astronomers said that the planetary orbits were circular, even though their observational data suggested otherwise. Even Copernicus used circles in his heliocentric model of a universe. Only after much soul searching did Kepler use the ellipse to describe the heavenly paths. Everyone has externally imposed shoulds and values that influence their view of things. The question is, what dogma is clouding your thinking? Ooh.
What dogma is clouding your thinking? All right. Are we ready to do some final sharing? Okay, my question to everybody, including those online, what did this speak to you tonight? Any ahas, any insights? Was it right on? Was it not right on? Anything anyone wants to share?
I would say all of the messages that I received, I went to just about every table, I would say, gave the same message, kind of the same thing, like get out of the negative thinking that I've had, get out of my patterns, and really listen to my inner self and my own. One of them I got was the animal empowerment thing or something like listen. So it was about listening to your own inner animal. But they all kind of correlated, like about, I had like moving forward. So listen to myself, let me see, set down my burdens, use good judgment, be self-reliant, and then pick my direction, and with intent, just move forward and trust myself. But it was like they each kind of said the same thing. It was interesting. So, yeah, it was very good. Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, it was very good.
Who else would like to share?
My name is Thea. Okay, right on my mask. Ooh. The first one's the archetypal Reiki ones. I really liked them. And I picked transcendence and sacred surrender, which there is something going on in my life that I need to really surrender because I can only do my part and I have to let the other party do their part. But it doesn't matter, just do my work. That's what it says to me. And then I also took, I don't know what that other one was there, the angels cards. I got the knight, and it says, do what is right, even if it is very difficult to do. And then it said integrity. And Lee and I talked about something today that I need to change in order to be in integrity with the situation. So.
How about anybody online? Can you tell?
Did anybody online want to share? Oh, we got one. Okay, there we go. We got Terry Ann Gallagher. Mine were spot on and much needed. Very affirming. I am going the right direction. Strengthening as I prepare for a long journey by car to California. Yay! Thank you all so much. Yay. Are you coming to Palm Springs, Terry? Really hope to see you, Eunice, Mark, Jeff, and of course the guy, Mitch, I've known forever. Oh yeah. Yay, good. We're looking forward to seeing you. Yay. Well, that's awesome.
Anyone else? Oh, Judith, I have been learning more about color theory, and today I came up with an idea to help me explore those concepts further. Thanks so much for sharing your thoughts and energy. Yay, good for you, Judith. We miss you. We miss you. Hopefully, you'll come back soon in person so we can see your happy face. Yay. Yeah. Oh, Linda, this is great. The East card application definitely reinforced what I am working on now. And I take as affirmation that I am on the right path and doing the right thing now. Thanks so much for all your work in making this possible. And it is fun to see what the rest of the sanctuary looks like. Up to now, I've only seen the front of it. Well, we could show you something else. We've had a temporary experience called flooding when we had the once in 100 years flood happen right over our center here. Mark, show them the fans, show them the lobby. You wouldn't believe where our women's bathroom, Judith, Gregor, you'll love this, was under a foot of water on Friday. But we had a wonderful response to what a flood recovery company came in about 20 minutes after Mitch called them and set up all these high-powered fans throughout the church. They make a lot of noise, so we turned them off right now. And the water extraction equipment, that's the thing with the bucket next to it. They're all in every room. In the office, we had a little bit of flooding, but it seems to be drying out. And now we're waiting for the insurance company to come. So I invite everyone to join us in prayer for divine right order. Yep. So our beautiful sanctuary, we are running an obstacle course. All right. Okay, well, Mark, do you think it's time to do our final prayer? All right. Well, let's just have a prayer of gratitude, if it's all right. So I invite everyone just to turn within. Simply giving thanks for this playful time tonight and for this slice of consciousness, of wisdom, clarity, and guidance from the infinite wisdom within and around that is always guiding us and directing us moment by moment. We go forth boldly into our life, whether we're moving to LA like Richard is, or we're ready to start a travel down to California like Terry Ann. We go forth boldly with praise, with gratitude, and thanksgiving for such a wonderful thing called life. So for all of this and more, I simply give thanks, and we release this word, we let it be so, and together we affirm it by saying, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, Mark, for inviting us to play tonight, and thank you, everyone, for coming out in person and online, and have a blessed, blessed week. Take care.